Cracks in buildings are a key concern for purchasers and homeowners, but when is a crack simply cosmetic, or when is it a sign of something more serious? Cracks can be due to several reasons, and unless you are familiar with different types of construction, then it can be easy to dismiss serious problems or worry about issues which might have little consequence and can be easily remedied. I'm Paul Badham, Associate Director at Clarke Chartered Surveyors, and in this video I'm going to hopefully give you some of the basics to decide when specialist advice might be needed. Cracks can develop due to a wide variety of factors, often acting in combination. Structural settlement. One of the most common causes is the natural settling of a building after construction. Subsidence. If the soil beneath the foundation is unstable or subject to moisture changes, damaged by leaking drains or water pipes, it can shift or compress, and this can cause the foundation to move and for cracks to appear. Thermal expansion and contraction. This is when building materials expand when they're heated and contract when cooled. Without proper expansion joints, this movement can lead to stress fractures, especially in concrete and masonry. Different materials expand and contract differently, so cracks often form when they join. Moisture ingress. Water can seep into walls and foundations, weakening materials and causing cracks. In colder climates, freeze-thaw cycles will exacerbate this issue when water expands when it is frozen. Sometimes cracking might be simply due to poor construction practices. Inadequate reinforcement, improper curing of concrete, or substandard materials can all contribute to cracking. Even small errors during construction can lead to long-term damage. Sometimes cracks might even form just simply from impact damage with the building from vehicles or other means. Cracking may also be due to expansion of metal reinforcement or metal wall ties, and this can cause movement and cracks in walls. Cracking may be formed from load stresses. Buildings are designed to carry specific loads. Overloading from additional floors, heavier roofing materials, heavy equipment, or changes in the building's use can all cause structural elements to crack under pressure. We can learn a lot about the cause of the crack from analysing it in detail. Firstly, we might look at the width of the crack. The wider and the longer the crack, the greater extent of movement. Hairline cracks can normally be cosmetic, however they may also be early signs of progressive movement, so they should not be ignored. If the crack widens or tapers, this can give an indication of the source of the movement. We also consider the direction of the crack, if the crack is horizontal, vertical, diagonal, or stepped through the brickwork. Normally, the direction of movement will be perpendicular to the crack, unless there are signs of shear movement. Vertical cracks with signs of shear stress might only be a result of shrinkage or expansion of the construction materials. We might also consider the location. Is there a potential source of movement nearby, such as a large tree, drainage runs for example? Weak points around doors and windows are a common location for cracks to form. We also look for signs of distortion, or perhaps windows or doors may rub or be difficult to operate if the movement becomes significant. We also need to consider the construction. Cracks on both the internal and external faces of the wall might indicate movement to the foundation, supporting the whole wall. We'll also be looking at things like what are the age of the building and what are the foundations likely to be constructed of. We also need to consider the age of the crack. Is there any debris in the crack suggesting it is old, or are the edges clean, indicating it's happened more recently? When considering the severity of the crack and the extent of the remedial works necessary, it's useful to refer to the BRE Digest 251, Assessment of Damage in Low-Rise Buildings. Cracks alone don't always tell the full story. There might be accompanying signs, such as doors and window misalignment, difficulty opening or closing them, that could indicate shifting foundations. There might be bulging or leaning walls, uneven floors. Sagging of floors might also suggest some structural movement. If there's water stains or moulds, that might mean that the crack has allowed moisture and can lead to further internal damage. If the cracks rapidly grow or lengthen quickly, it's certainly time to call a specialist. Inspection and monitoring is necessary to determine if the cracks are progressive or if they're due to seasonal changes. It can be often useful to mark and date cracks to track changes. We use crack gauges or digital tools for precise measurement. A professional assessment will normally involve the engaging of a structural engineer or a chartered building surveyor. It might be necessary to contact your building insurer who can instruct specialist testing and arrange also for necessary repairs. Sometimes soil testing might be necessary for foundation-related issues. The repair of cracks will very much depend on the severity of damage, but may include things such as epoxy injection, which is ideal for structural cracks in concrete or brickwork. Crack stitching. This involves the insertion of steel rods into the masonry to hold the cracks together. In cases where the foundation has been affected, the repair marks might include underpinning to strengthen or stabilise the foundations. For cosmetic cracks, sealants and fillers might all that's been required. Thermal expansion may require the insertion of a special joint to allow for further movement. So in summary, cracks in buildings are not always a cause for panic, but they should never be ignored. Whether they're tiny cracks in the plaster or deep fractures in concrete, each crack tells a story about the building's condition. Understanding these signs and acting early can prevent costly repairs and ensure the safety of occupants. If you're dealing with a specific case, I'll be happy to help you interpret the symptoms and explore the solutions. If you need any help or advice on this or any other topics, please feel free to get in touch via our website, harrisonclarke.co.uk, and I'll see you in our next video.